Morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out this video. My name is Ashley and I am a homeschooling mom to 4, but I am also a personal trainer and I talk about many of those things here on my channel. Today's video is going to be on a homeschool related topic that I actually realized would make a great video after I shared our homeschool subject order and routine. I will link that across. If you have not seen that video, you might want to go and check it out. But this idea for the video that I'm going to do right now today came from that. And before I jump into the video, I do want to apologize to you guys if I sound a little congested. I am on the tail end of recovering from what has been a pretty wicked cold. So I am feeling better today, not well enough to exercise and work out. So I figure I might as well be productive in some capacity. So I'm going to make this video for you guys. So before I get into it, let me just preface it with saying that we all have different strengths and weaknesses. There are many weaknesses that I have as a mom, as a person, just in life in general. We are all flawed. But obviously, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on my YouTube channel talking about the things that I'm not that good at. I'm going to share with you guys tips and tricks and things that I actually feel like I do have some type of handle on, if that makes sense. So I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea from the type of videos that I'm sharing with you. It is not me thinking that I've got it all figured out. It is just makes sense in my brain to, on occasion, I'll share some stuff that I'm struggling with or whatever, but for the most part, I like to keep the channel positive. I like to keep it informational, and so I just wanted to put that out there. So one of the things that I feel like I do well in life, but also in homeschool, is time management. And I have always felt like I do pretty well at managing my time. It's just kind of a natural thing for me to be organized and efficient. I do put some effort into it, but maybe less effort than someone else who might not naturally be inclined to that. So I've always realized that that was kind of a strength of mine. However, I've realized it more because literally the thing that I get asked the most anytime I share a day in the life or a video about my schedule or anything like that, I get asked, like, how do you do it? It takes us so much longer, and so on and so forth. So I thought that you guys could use a video. And maybe you're great at this and you don't need this video, but you're just watching it for fun, which is totally fine too. But I thought that maybe some of you guys could benefit from hearing some of my time management efficiency tips. And so that is what I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you 5 tips, but I will throw in a bonus tip at the end of this video. So stay all the way through so you can get that bonus tip. These things are for homeschool related things. If you guys want to see any other type of like time management video, let me know down in the comments below your ideas. I love to make videos that you guys want to see. So getting into today's video, I'm going to go through them pretty quickly, but these would be my top 5 with the bonus tip at the end. Tips for having time efficiency in your homeschool and good time management. Now, time management and time efficiency do not mean that you're rushing through things. It does not mean that you're hurrying your kids along and finish this, finish it up, get it done now because we're running a tight ship. It does not mean that. What it means is when you are doing your homeschool or when you are working with your kids, you're utilizing these tips so that there's more time in the day to do things other than homeschool. There's time to keep up with your housework. There's time to catch up with a friend. There's time to exercise. All of these things help me get the most out of my day, which I think is what a lot of moms out there are kind of wondering. So the first tip is minimize your distractions in your homeschool area. Now, we're good at minimizing distractions when it comes to our kids, but for you as the teacher and as the mom, are there any things that you bring into your homeschool space that are distracting to you? Because if you're distracted, then naturally your kids are going to see that. They're going to get distracted, and then you're going to kind of be all distracted, and having to refocus takes time. So for me, this looks like not bringing in my phone anywhere near our school space. This means getting our dogs situated so that they're not playing and running around wild and crazy. This means having my drink or whatever I need kind of close by, because me leaving and coming back is kind of distracting. So those are just some of the things that I do, but when I am homeschooling, that is my primary focus. I am fully present with my kids, and that just helps minimize the distractions. The second tip I have for you is to utilize meal times, whether that be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, because we all can make our own homeschool schedule. I use meal times because when my kids are eating, they are quiet and they are attentive and they are listening and they're seated. So I like to do some reading. I play, if we're having one of our sunlight read alouds, I'm using like a disc version of it. I will play it while they're eating. Sorry if you hear that background noise. My daughter is just in the bathroom over there. So those would be some of the ways that I utilize meal times. The third distraction or tip I have for you for time management is getting your younger students done first. I find that if I can get my older two independently working on something, I can fully focus on my younger two, get them wrapped up, and then move on. And that creates efficiency, because if my older kids were working on something they needed my help with or my assistance with, my younger two would just be sitting there because they are not working independently yet. And then there would be 4 kids needing things instead of just 2. So I really recommend trying to start with your younger ones, get them pretty much done and rolling with, and then be able to focus on your older 2. The fourth tip that I have for you guys for just really helping with time management and efficiency in your homeschool is to discuss your expectations for the day ahead with your kids. So for me, that looks like before we even sit down, I kind of say, okay guys, so today what we're gonna work on is we're gonna do this. Now we have a very predictable routine, but I just remind them, now I want you guys to focus because when we're done with this, we're gonna do this, or things like that. So I will give them the expectations every day almost, just remind them, and it just helps have that fresh in their memory, so when they sit down, they are ready to go. The fourth tip that I have goes along with that, and it is to create a predictable rhythm and flow to your homeschool. So my homeschool does not run on a time schedule, not like 9:30 we're doing this, 10 we're doing this, but the order stays the same, and it doesn't matter if I start at 2 or if I start at 7 a.m., it's the same. So having that rhythm and flow helps your kids know what's next, and it also helps them become more motivated to work independently because they know what they're going on to next. They're not sitting around waiting for you to disperse them what they need every time they finish something. So having a rhythm and flow that is predictable and routine really, really helps with time management and efficiency. And now here is the bonus tip. So if you made it all the way to this point of the video, thank you for watching. And so this is my bonus tip, is to, as the teacher and the mom, set out your things the night before. Throw the date up on the board the night before. Set out your readers the night before. Kind of get everything set up. And also familiarize yourself with what you're going to be reading or teaching to your kids. Now that sounds kind of funny because, as most of you know, we do use Sunlight in our homeschool, and one of the perks of Sunlight is that it is open and go. However, I want to know ahead of time if we're going to be talking about a timeline figure, or if we're going to be making a map reference that we want to stick a pin in. I want to know kind of the comprehension questions that I'm going to be asking my kids when we're done with our reading. These are all things that I just quickly glance through. It takes me no more than 10 minutes total the night before, but it saves me so much time because when my kids are working and they come across their language arts and they need explanation, I know exactly what they're doing that day. It has not taken me by surprise, and they don't have to wait for me to go to my guides, which are actually right behind me, and open it up and search out. I already know what it's for. I already know if it's a new concept, and so that just really helps with efficiency and time management in our homeschool. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that some of these tips help you if you are struggling with time management and you just feel like the whole day is dedicated to homeschool. As far as like getting actual work done, these are things that really have helped me be able to homeschool my 4 kids and also keep myself sane in the process. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to hear from you guys if there are any time management, time efficiency tips you have for homeschooling moms. Please leave them in the comments below because I know there are so many more that I did not mention. These are just some of mine. So until next time, guys, I'll see ya. Bye.